And Jason, you want to start our recording and I'll say that again?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, it's now 10:02 and the SSDAC meeting is hereby called to order. And we will turn it over to Jason, who's going to lead us through the presentation. Oh, I did have one question. Since these two signs are identical, guys, could I have a motion that we consider them together? Or is that being dictatorial of me?
I'm in.
Murphy's got his paw up, so that means Murphy makes the motion. Second.
I'll second.
Okay, Todd seconds. So we will consider both at one time. Jason, take the lead.
Okay, the first of these two applications, and I'll go ahead and read them together if that's okay. Yeah. It's 2208-220001 and 2208-220002. It's an application for a certificate of appropriateness by Bobby Nichols of Chandler Signs, Inc. for a 245 square foot illuminated attached sign at 2550 Pacific Avenue on the northeast corner of the property, as well as the northwest corner of the property. The address is 2550 Pacific Avenue. It's in the downtown special provision sign district in the perimeter sub-district. The zoning is CA2, or excuse me, yeah, CA2. And all applicable code has been met. The purpose of this division is to regulate both the construction of new signs and the alteration of existing signs with a view towards enhancing, preserving, and developing the unique character of the downtown area while addressing the diversity of businesses and promoting the economy of downtown. The general objectives of this division include those listed in 51A 7.101, as well as aesthetic considerations to ensure that signs are appropriate to the architecture of the district, do not obscure significant architectural features of its buildings, and lend themselves to the developing retail and residential uses and the pedestrian character of the area. The district regulations are in a large part inspired by the high level of pedestrian activity and the need to maximize effective orientation of signage toward the walking public. There are two applications for this site. This first one is located on the northeast facade as sign A. Sign B is 2208-220002, and it is located on the northwest facade. Both of these signs were of identical construction and proposed to cover this north corner of the building. Here is the location of the site within the city limits and the location of the SBSD within the city. Here is a location of the SBSD in relation to the other SBSDs. And here is a location of the site within this SBSD. You can see it's within the perimeter and it's right on the border between the Deep Ellum SBSD and the downtown SBSD. Here is an aerial map. This sign will face basically Good Latimer and Pacific Avenue. And the zoning map. Here are some of the surrounding uses. You can see parking use across the street. There's multifamily on the other side of Good Latimer, some restaurant uses, and just some mixed use around the complex there that it's located on. Here is the location of these two signs. You can see B on the northwest corner and A on the northeast corner. And an elevation view. Here are the sign details. This is a sign cabinet, metal face with routed copy backed with plastic. The cabinet itself is painted, I believe that was Olympic blue. And then the faces will be white acrylic, or the lettering, and it will illuminate with white LED. The sign is constructed at somewhat of an angle and designed not to project more than 18 inches from the facade. I have a photo here showing how the building is somewhat constructed, so it will be parallel to certain surfaces of the building. Here are the engineering details as far as how it's mounted.
I've actually seen them that.
And the site photos. You can see the corner there that it's going to be mounted on right above that biscuit bar. And I've got several photos there. Here's the surrounding area. The left is facing southeast on Good Latimer, and then the right is facing northwest on Good Latimer down the DART station there. And facing northeast on Pacific, and on the right facing southwest on Pacific. Here are some of the signs around the district. You've got the Bottled Blonde, which is across the street on the other side of Pacific. Just some channel letters that have been stacked on top of each other, and then they've got a neon blade sign there. They've also got a painted applied sign. On the bottom row are a few more signs that are on this particular building. The Biscuit Bar, which I believe went through maybe the end of last year, mid last year. There's a parking sign also on the corner below the Westdale and Spaces, kind of there at the corner of Jetway and Pacific. It would be the similar construction is what these signs that are proposed today will be, only they're flat up against the building. They're not blade signs like this one is, but construction wise, they're the same as far as the faces and the acrylic lettering. And then you've got channel letters on the bottom right for Westdale and Spaces, and those went through maybe 2 years ago. Just basic channel letters. The applicant provided this photo as a comparison, kind of for what they're looking to do. This is from the Deep Ellum SBSD. This sign is 98 square feet as opposed to the proposed 245. And this is a 3-sided sign. In the Deep Ellum SBSD, signs are allowed to project up to 10 feet from the building, and there's not really a delineation between a projecting sign or a flat attached sign. So this is somewhat of a comparison. The construction is similar, and both staff and SSDAC recommend approval.
Any discussion, questions?
So, Jason, what's the difference between a marquee sign and the sign, this reference one and the one that they're showing now? The one that we're looking at is very shallow, right? This one projects more, but are either of them a marquee, or they just, it doesn't recognize them as such?
Marquees are generally the signs that are mounted on a canopy, like a theater,
Okay,
where you have changeable letters and they project
okay.
out. So like if you picture like the Texas Theater or like the Majestic.
I was picturing that part that goes up off the building, but you're saying it's the,
It's more than
changeable.
the changeable aspect. You refer to a marquee.
fair enough, fair enough.
And we do have Richard Brown with Chandler Signs here for questions or comments.
That was my really only question, trying to understand the difference in that. I mean, I think it was.
Good education question. I'm usually the one that
Yeah.
asks some of those things. Okay, did you guys have any questions for Mr. Brown or for Jason?
No, love the angles.
Love the color.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah, that just, I mean, the
Well,
blue just speaks parking internationally.
Yeah, the international symbol for parking is a blue background and a white
Right there.
P, you know, like it's the blue to speaks parking.
Okay, any other questions, comments? Boy, you guys are easy today.
Here
Well,
you can kind of angles to where.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah.
Like, I think it's designed to mimic the
yeah.
the way the building's kind of laid out.
Uh-huh. Any questions, guys? Any comments? If not, do we have a motion?
I would motion to approve both.
Okay, motion from David to approve both signs.
I'll
Second by Todd.
second.
Okay, and we'll do our little roll call vote. Murphy,
Approved.
approve. Todd,
Approved.
David,
Approve.
and chair votes to approve. And Councilmember Hawk is not with us today, so we need to mark hers. Okay, gentlemen, did everybody review the minutes?
Yeah.
That's the only other business we really have, right, Jason?
Yes.
Don't you have announcements about this? Did everybody look over the minutes? It was a fairly straightforward meeting. I think we approved everything.
Yeah.
Did anybody catch any typos or anything that we can torment Jason with?
I didn't see anything. It was fine.
Okay, look fine. Okay, if there's no correction or amendment to the minutes, then they stand approved as stated. And Jason, do you have anything else we need to cover, or are we ready for dismissal?
We can dismiss.
Okay. Do we have any leads of when we'll have other signs coming up?
I do
And
not
stuff.
have any applications at the moment.
Oh,
The
cool.
deadline is on Friday though.
Deadline's Friday, so we might get a
Always
vacation,
sure.
guys. We might get a holiday. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry if I'll go down here for just one.
No, 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 that's
Yeah,
fine.
I did that, like he's saying, last minute.
Okay, then we're adjourned. If you want
Good
to
time.
shut down the recording, and we're good. Thank you, Mr. Good. So much for
Thank you.
coming.
All the time.
Yeah, it is now 10:13.
Michael.